When you have a lot of ingredients, vegetables, bits and bobs lying around in your fridge and you want to make one simple dish that uses all of the leftovers and at the same time not create a lot of mess in your kitchen, then this minestrone soup recipe is the perfect option for you. Now winters are coming and fresh desi tomatoes will be in season in India now, and you can also use those for a beautiful flavor. This is a one pot meal. It's got carbs from the pasta and the beans. It's got so many vegetables that you don't need anything else to go with it. Just one big bowl of this hot comforting soup and you are set. So I hope you guys are excited to learn this recipe. Let's begin making it. I'm going to start with a big glug of olive oil. Now I'm going to add in 2 to 3 big cloves of garlic. Saute it till the garlic releases its fragrance and it is lightly cooked and golden brown. Then I'm going to add the onions, the carrots, some celery. This is optional but it really brings out the taste. Celery is a very commonly available ingredient at every vegetable vendor here in India as well. If you want to know more about this herb and how to use it correctly, then you can check my Manchurian video which I will link here. Saute all this well. These are one of the harder to cook vegetables, the drier vegetables. That is why I am adding them first into the oil. After sauteing these vegetables for a few minutes, I am going to add in the French beans and the broccoli. I am also adding zucchini in this recipe, but I am going to do that at the end because zucchini releases water and becomes very mushy and I want for it to have a little bit of texture. So I am going to add it at the end. Now I am going to add these blanched chopped tomatoes. If you want to see how to blanch tomatoes, I will link my pizza video here where I am blanching the tomatoes to make the pizza sauce. Just remove the skin and chop them finely and add them to this soup right now. Now I'm going to add the spinach in this recipe, the zucchini. I have some boiled kidney beans here or rajma. You can use chickpeas or that is kabuli chana, or you can also use chauli, the big chauli beans, the black-eyed beans also over here. And there's one more vegetable left, that is corn, which I will add right now. I'm going to add water and let all the vegetables cook, and corn boils very easily, so I have not pre-cooked it. Except for rajma, all the ingredients till now are not cooked. Stir everything well. And now let's begin seasoning this recipe. So actually when the Italians use Roma tomatoes, they have a really bright and red color. But I am going to cheat a little bit here. To add a bright red color to my soup, I am going to add Kashmiri chili. You can omit it. This is just for color. This is some salt to taste, a little bit of sugar just to balance the sourness of tomatoes. It shouldn't be too sweet. Some chili flakes, now I'm going to add some freshly crushed pepper, and finally water. About 4 to 5 cups of water will go in this soup, and my favorite pasta. I have used macaroni here. You can use any shape of pasta. You can also increase or decrease the quantity of pasta, and let all this cook. Come to a boil, cover it and let it cook. You can add literally any vegetable in this soup. You can add doodhi or bottle gourd. You can add pumpkin. You can add ash gourd or French beans, which I have added any type of pulses. Basically, you can use a lot of ingredients, but avoid using very typically Indian ingredients like ladyfinger or tendli or something that is very traditional. But any other vegetable in the gourd family, carrots, turnips, cabbage, even cabbage goes very well. You can add cauliflower, any kind of peppers, that is capsicum, red pepper, bell pepper, mushrooms. You can add any of those vegetables in this soup. So this soup is now come to a rolling boil, and I am just going to cover it with a lid. Let all the vegetables and the tomatoes cook properly, and I'm going to reduce the flame and simmer for about 15 minutes or so till everything is well cooked. And you don't want to make it mushy, but it should be homogeneous, and the pasta should be cooked by then. After 15 minutes, this soup is almost done. It's not a restaurant style soup, it is a home style soup which has got a lot of vegetables, a little bit of broth, some pasta and beans going in it. So overall this is a very healthy looking dish. Now finally, to finish this, I am going to add some chopped basil. Fresh Italian basil I've used, some fresh parsley. I'm adding these herbs towards the end of the cooking process so that they don't lose their flavor at the high temperature cooking. Just mix all this well. Then lastly, I'm going to add some cheese. This is the processed cheese. And lastly, some Parmesan cheese. You can also get the fresh Parmesan blocks from a lot of these specialty stores like Nature's Basket or Food Hall, or you can get this ready Kraft grated Parmesan cheese. So that's it, guys. This soup is ready. It's this easy. So I have made a very rustic home style minestrone soup. Restaurants also sometimes puree the tomatoes before adding it so that the gravy is more homogeneous. They also add ready-made tomato puree for that extra tomatoey taste, because sometimes hybrid tomatoes especially, they don't have a lot of flavor. And lastly, I have not used any thickening agents in this soup. While boiling the pasta and the beans, whatever starches are released, they will thicken the soup on their own. But still, my soup is fairly on the thinner side. A lot of restaurants, they also add corn flour or a roux that is made by roasting all-purpose flour or maida in butter and add it to this to thicken it. So these are all the variations that you can do. This is a very simple one pot rustic type recipe that I have shared. If you want to make it restaurant style, then you can make the puree of tomatoes and thicken it with either all-purpose flour or corn flour. This is such a great recipe to use up leftovers, and at the same time it's not boring. So I hope you guys try this recipe. I will see you again with another interesting recipe. Till then, happy cooking.